All right, are we live?
Yes, we are
What's
live.
up, fam? I think
Hey
everyone's
guys,
logged in. Let
nice.
me see some chats first. All right. Guess what we're here for, guys? We're here to talk about today how can we use LinkedIn to land more jobs? How? By finding the right opportunity, by finding the right people who can not just give us insights about the companies, but also insights and refer links. There was a hard hitting fact I recently learned, guys. Majority of the jobs in North America have been attained through referral links. And when I say majority, I don't just mean 51%. Nahi, bhai. I heard it 65 to 71%. That shit blew my mind. I was like, bhai, it's, and you know, this one recruiter, Chetana, one recruiter said, it's almost like useless applying without a referral link.
It is.
I,
It is
I
pretty
was
sick.
like, that is a hot take. What do you think about that?
It is pretty sick, man. Like honestly, if you ask me, and I can quickly go over after that in an introduction. But if you ask me,
Yeah,
over the past 5 years, the five public sector jobs I have done, three of them I got through purely networking.
there you go.
Purely
There you
networking.
go.
Like it doesn't matter if it's private sector, public sector, networking. Your network is your net worth. End of story. Right. Period.
Nice.
Period.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, that's
So
good.
but so we are getting a lot of comments. People are joining from Kitchener, Mississauga, Nisma, Fennel from Waterloo, Prague from Sydney, Nova Scotia. Nice. Sagar from Kitchener, Kyati from Canada, Vancouver, Ontario. Amazing. We have a lot of people.
Sydney, Mississauga. Nice. One of my favorite rappers is from Mississauga.
Amazing.
Uh, yeah. Comment
Awesome.
down if you know AR Paisley, guys. If you know AR Paisley, you already know. Nice.
Perfect. So why don't we quickly give a introduction, Pratik, and then we'll kick off the session, and then
Let's do
set an
it.
agenda, and then we'll dive straight in and how people gonna we're gonna help them with their LinkedIn audits.
Absolutely. Let's kick it off, guys. Again, as I said, happy Saturday. I'm super excited, guys, to be here. Couldn't have asked for a better Saturday. You know, spending some time with the quality MPM fam here, our immigrant family. A little bit about myself, guys. I am Pratik Parashar. I'm originally from Karnal, Haryana. I hope some of you know. I moved to California over 6 plus years ago. I'm currently in California, in San Jose, or also known as the Silicon Valley. I came here to pursue my mechanical engineering, and here I am after graduation working as a mechanical engineer. Over the last 6, 7 years, guys, life's been beautiful, of course, just like you guys. It has been ups and downs. Graduating during COVID was not the best time to graduate, was not able to find jobs. So the blessing, the silver lining there was because of all that hassle of graduating during COVID, and Chitana
Mhm.
also graduated during the same time,
Yeah.
we found ways on how we can land a better job without just applying for jobs. There's so many better ways out there. So again, it's been a blessing, guys. It's been almost close to 7 years. It'll be 7 years in August that I've been in California. So again, very excited to be here. Chaitanya, why don't you go ahead and share a little bit about yourself, man?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, Pratik. Thanks a lot for the quick introduction. So, hey guys, my name is Sitane Sharma. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen us somewhere on the social media, and we share a lot about the life in Canada journey. I came to Canada close to 6 plus years ago now. Recently got my PR. Finally, finally that's done. I'll be posting about that tomorrow, so keep an eye. And but came did my bachelor's in finance, and then after that I was able to get into a multiple co-ops within public sector, and so far I have done close to five public sector jobs. I went from Service Canada, Shared Services, Health Canada, ESDC, and now I'm at National Defense as an HR officer. And over the past 2 years we've been helping people with their job hunt through these kind of webinars and helping them, giving them that push, because we know, we've been through your journey. We both, me and Pratik, graduated during peak COVID time, and it was hard. People were not hiring, they were firing. There was hiring freeze. So we were able to figure out, just by applying it's not enough. We have to go even further than that. And that's exactly what we will be teaching you guys today. So make sure you stick till the end, because it's going to be a lot of fun and learning things that will be going over. That it took me and Pratik 6 years to learn. 6 years of knowledge in 60 minutes. You can count on that. All right.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes,
that's
sir.
a little bit on my end, Pratik. Why don't you set the agenda and let's
Yes,
kick off.
sir. Let's do it, guys. Again, very excited, and quite a lot of you guys are congratulating you, Chaitanya, on your PR, because they understand. They understand. Such a big milestone in life. कि हजारों किलोमीटर दूर आए आप घर से, घर बार सब छोड़ के, and one of my favorite शायर थे, उनकी एक लाइन है, वो बोलते हैं कि सुकून छोड़ के सुकून की तलाश में निकला था. So I think this
Yeah.
milestone is like the reward, ki bhai, here you go. You're on the right track. You got what you were here for. So again, guys, we're excited. The agenda. Let's talk about that. Let's address the elephant in the room. Quite a lot of you guys, and I'm guessing most of you guys, and comment down if you're someone who's been applying for jobs every single day, but have been getting those rejection emails the very next day itself. Can I see some me? Just type in me in the chat and I'll know if you're someone who's going through the same thing. Oh, wow. All right. People have already started. I understand. Yeah. So what we're going to talk about today, guys, is we're going to make sure we give you what's the difference between a poor LinkedIn profile versus a professional LinkedIn profile. Because again, today, this live, we're going to have some fun, as I said, and we're going to keep it around networking. Your network is going to be your net worth. So how do we make the most out of our network? Get insights. Yuvraj was like, me. But yeah, I understand, man. I understand the frustration. So Chaitanya is going to take us through and talk about what's the difference between poor and a professional resume. Then I will jump in and narrow down for you guys on what does it take to narrow down and find the right opportunities. And not just opportunities, but how do you connect with the people working in these companies and these opportunities that we found to get those referral links. Well, that's the goal. That's the goal of this life. So Chaitanya, why don't you kickstart, man? Why don't you kickstart and teach us how do we distinguish and take our poor LinkedIn profile and make it a professional looking LinkedIn profile? And meantime, in the chat, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to put down whatever Chaitanya is presenting. If you have any questions about that, put it in the chat and I'll be answering them. So, but Chaitanya, man, take it away, bro. Teach us how it's done.
Absolutely. That was a fired up start. And guys, if you think that, you've been going over LinkedIn, you've been trying to connect with people, but people are just not connecting, you're tired of sending those, connections, but there is something missing, right? Like how many of you here, you can either put a, like in the chat or just put it like, who feels the moment, we are sending out hundreds of connections, but nobody's connecting. Is it just us? Or is it happening with a lot of us? If you want to share that quickly in the comment, and I will share my screen and then showcase you the first part, which is the difference between poor and professional LinkedIn profile. All right, perfect. Let me quickly share my screen. Perfect. Can you see my LinkedIn profile right now? Give me.
Yes, sir.
Can you see it? Yeah,
yes.
It's all good. Awesome. Perfect. So as I said, currently I'm working as an HR officer with National Defense. If you guys want to connect with me, I will also drop my LinkedIn link in the chat. So keep an eye. I would love to connect with you guys. But yes, so currently I'm working as at National Defense as an HR officer, and I get a lot of connections on a daily basis, like somewhere between 100 to 150. And one thing is common, we feel that everybody is saying add a note, your profile should be professional, but it doesn't really matter, right? But guess what? People are not doing it. All right. So quickly giving an overview of my profile and how it looks like, I have a clean, nice background, profile picture with the 60% your face and 40% your shoulders. Clearly should have more of your face and less of other things. And I will quickly be going over auditing some of you guys LinkedIn profile, and also I'll be asking you guys to drop your LinkedIn profile link so that we can audit you. So make sure you have your LinkedIn profile link. So yeah, quickly going over, the most important thing. The first thing is your profile picture. Second thing is your headline, which we will be diving in. Then comes the about us section that I've clearly stated in 4 paragraphs, clearly mentioning what I'm working right now. What are my skill set, what my education was, if I have done any certification, uh, any awards, recognition, scholarships that I have gotten, and what was
Mhm.
the outcome, what was the conclusion of my whole past couple of years.
Can you zoom in a little bit, Chaitanya?
Yes, for sure.
Thank you.
How does that sound?
Oh, beautiful, nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. So next thing is, adding experiences. Make sure a lot of you do not have bullet points. So the bullet points that you already have in your resume, make sure you copy paste them here, because it's gonna give you a lot of keywords that's gonna boost your LinkedIn profile overall. All right. So similarly, do that for all these experiences. And lastly, comes down volunteer work and skill section, which we'll be diving in quickly. So, first of all, let's discuss what is a poor LinkedIn profile looks like. All right. And how should we differentiate between a good looking profile and a poor profile? And I'm going to give you an example starting from this profile. This person, good experience, I loved the background picture. You should definitely have a solid background like this. See, I'll be honest, background is not going to be the thing that's going to help us get an interview, but it can make your profile look good. And that's what we are doing right now. We're optimizing our LinkedIn profile, right? The next thing is your profile picture. Like right now, this profile picture is not the best. It's not professional. It's not 60% your face, 40% your shoulder. It's missing that. And it's good for your social media, but not for LinkedIn. Next up, headline. Like this is literally missing out a lot of strong keywords, because here's the thing, you know, your headline works as an SEO of your overall profile. Okay. So you need to make sure that you add specific industry keywords where you are looking to get your positions, or you're targeting the job profile. So how it should be clearly mentioning where you are working right now, the skills you possess, any certifications you have done, any software knowledge that you have. That's it. If you're missing anything out of it, maybe you can add your education, but I don't recommend that. But make sure you keep these 4 things. Next up, right now, this profile is missing about a section. So many of us, there's a setting actually. A lot of people think that, oh, I have about a section, but, I don't know if it's or not. There is actually a setting which you have to switch it on to let everybody see
Hmm.
your uh, about a section. So make sure you check that out. But right now, this is missing. And after your headline, after your profile picture, this is the next most important thing. If you're connecting with me, think about it. I don't know you, this is the first time I will be, hearing your name. And if you do not have a strong about a section, how would I know that this person is a good connection or not? And why would someone connect with someone who hasn't explained their background, right? You need to make sure to add a strong about us section where you're clearly explaining. And if you need a more ideas on it, feel free to check out my profile. It's going to give you a good idea, and you can just copy paste it, tweak it a little bit, make your own. All right, nobody's seeing, but make sure to tweak it. Don't just copy paste. All right. Next thing, your experience. Again, the bullet points are missing in here. Make sure to add it because it's going to give more keywords to your profile. And lastly, the skill section. Make sure to add these skills close to 45 to 50. Add anything and everything. You know, go from Microsoft Office, PowerPoint, presentation skill, public speaking, Excel, Power BI, anything and everything that you have learned and know or have used. Add it in here because it's going to give you more keywords. All right. So this was first profile that I wanted to go over. Second that I wanted to go over is this. Great example. A lot of us have pictures like this. Not good. Missing out big time on a lot of connections. Reaching out to because it's not clear. All right. Second thing, the headline, IT infrastructure expert, good, ensuring seamless operation efficiency, resilience. This is good, but how are you doing it? Like, do you have some software knowledge that is helping you to achieve this? Have you done any certification that helps you to do this? Right? How are you doing it? So you have to make sure you add those keywords, because whenever some hiring manager is looking for you, they're going to straight up come and find your profile when you clearly state that on the top. The about us section on this is good. It's pretty decent, clearly explaining all the experiences, and in the 4 paragraphs, uh, the experiences has bullet points, but I would recommend adding couple of more, and don't add these stuff, guys. you know it gives me a small gist that it can be possible that these are generated from chat gpt. Use AI. I'm not saying don't use it, use it, but make sure you tweak it according to your own preference. All right. Again, the skill section, see here, he has pretty much close to 50, which is amazing. You should definitely have that. And now that these were the two, let me show you one of the poor profile. Right? If you have something like this, guys, you need to, like, first of all, stop applying, do something about it.
Level up, boy.
like if you think that, oh, I'm applying for jobs, I'm trying to connect with people using a profile like this, man, like, don't even get me started on it. Right? Like, this is like bare minimum. I have LinkedIn for the sake of saying I have LinkedIn. Don't do that to yourself. We have come here so far away from our family. We have to make sure we put in the effort. And let me show you a strong profile, what it looks like. Like, look at this sharp profile picture. Like, this profile picture looks like it's going to come out of the screen. Right? And this is so good. The background picture is amazing. You can make this on Canva, by the way. Pretty easy, straightforward. Clearly mentioning the headline. About us section, amazing. Clearly mentioning what they are doing right now, what have they done in the past, and how they can add more value. Right? In the experience section, they have mentioned all the bullet points because they know it can add more keywords to their profile overall. But another thing, the bullet points can be improved using the XYZ strategy that Pratik will be going over. I know he loves that area to talk about. Right now, these bullet points are not strong enough. It can be improved. They're good, but they can be improved. In skill section, again, make sure to add every single skill there, because it's going to help you boost your profile a lot. Right? But by seeing all this, poor and professional LinkedIn profile, who here thinks that your profile might be missing something right now? Drop it in the chat, drop it a like or something. Who here thinks that they are missing out on maybe their profile picture, or maybe their headline, or maybe their about us section?
Someone had a very good question. Let me put it up.
Yeah.
Someone asked, "What should I do? I don't have any experiences." मतलब basically, and I think please fill me up, Chetana. जब मैं college graduate हो रहा था, जब मैं LinkedIn profile बना रहा था, I remember मेरा second year. When I was making my LinkedIn profile, I had the same question. I was like, एक warehouse वाली job करी है मैंने, और अभी मैं international mentor बना हूँ, मैं क्या डालूँ?
So yeah,
Guys,
here's the
it's
thing.
yeah.
Go ahead,
I'll just
go ahead, go
quickly
ahead.
quickly add a few things and feel free to fill me up. Make sure that you put in all the experiences. See, here's the difference. Aapka resume, okay? If you are someone who has less than 5 years of experience, you're bound to have only one-page resume. But your LinkedIn can have anything and everything. Chaitanya and I, we had tons and tons of volunteering experiences when we got started. First year में मसा job लगी थी उसकी restaurant में मेरी warehouse में. So all we were like, hey, we wanted to make sure we go out on campus, off campus, do volunteering opportunities. And volunteering opportunities was not like कि मेरी mechanical engineering से related थी और उसकी finance है. No. We were doing
Maybe
those
December, yeah.
planned drives, planned drives, and all those good things. So you never know what stands out. I was part of this, Engineers Without Borders club. I was part of the hiking club. You mention things so that you slowly, steadily, start filling things up. Talk about what you learned out of that club. Hey, were you part of the club and were you supporting them with the beach cleanup? What did you learn? Time management, project management, team building, working in a fast-paced environment, all those good things. So whenever if you're someone who does not have enough experiences, check out on campus if you're a student, and if you're not a student currently working who's unemployed, check out this website, remotive.co. Oh, sorry, not remotive.com. Never mind. Go volunteer. Go
Go
volunteer.ca.
volunteer.ca.
Yeah, check out this website, guys. Again, very, very helpful. This will give you some opportunities to find volunteering opportunities. But Chetana, you have something. If someone does not have any experience, what should they do to build their LinkedIn profile?
So here's the thing, when you don't like my first job, 6 months I did in Indian restaurant, and don't even get me started. What was the job role? All right, like I know my dad will be watching this video, and I cannot say what I was working because I know he'll be super mad at me. I still tell him that it was an accountant cashier position. Let's just skip that part. All right. So it is, but it is totally okay. If you have worked at Tim Hortons, warehouse, security job, restaurant, and you feel that you don't have enough skills, well, here's the thing: you have some amazing skills. On daily basis, you are interacting with people, you're handling difficult situations, you are managing clients, you are managing books, you're managing the whole environment. There are so many things that you're doing that you can add in your resume. It comes down to how you showcase that on your resume. Another thing, if you feel you do not have enough experience, and say you don't even have any part-time experience, let's start from there. The website that Pratik showed, govolunteer.ca, it's an amazing website where you can find volunteer work in your own field. Second, another thing that I would recommend when you don't have enough experience, how can we level that up, is through certifications. And let me give you another website, is called classcentral.com. Pratik, if you can drop it in the chat. Amazing free website where you can get thousands and thousands of free certification and courses from places like Google, MIT, Harvard, and you can finish that up in a week and start adding them in your resume and only on LinkedIn. That's how you start, your getting your first foot into the market. How does that sound? Does that make sense?
I think that made total sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amit, that was Amit's question. Amit, let us know in the chat if that helps. Exciting. And someone had a question a little bit, and I know a few of you guys, and makes me very happy to read this. Some of you guys having interviews coming up. Stick to the end, guys. I'm very excited. I love talking about interviews, and especially Vatsal. I'm also a mechanical engineer. You're also a mechanical designer. So I have a few things I want to talk about to you. But right now that we know the difference between a poor versus a professional resume, where do you guys think your LinkedIn profile currently stands? Do you think it stands on the poor side, or does it stand on the professional side? Let us know in the chat. I want to see what I'm dealing with here.
6 out of 10. All right.
6 out of 10. That's good. I'm glad.
In
I'm
between.
glad Simranjeet. Yeah, I'm glad they gave a number. I think it's averagely professional. Okay, somewhere in between.
In
I think
between.
people are
Thank
like,
you.
I'm stuck in between. I totally get it. You're like, hey, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If you're saying in between, you're someone who's saying, I have experiences in there, but it's not as polished enough as Chitana was showing. It's not following the XYZ strategy, and you know, a little bit of a tweak ups here and there. Okay, quite a lot of you guys are like 6, 7, on the, and Yuvraj, thank you for the honesty. Yuvraj said I stand on the poor side right now, but I'm glad you're ready to improve. So now, Chitani, you have something before I talk about how do you take your LinkedIn profile and find the right opportunities. Use the right, you know, sort of right, keywords.
Mhm.
Make sure to find the right opportunities. And also, do you want to give these people an opportunity to share their links? Do you want to
Yes,
give them?
absolutely, guys. So, if you want us to audit your LinkedIn live with us, in between the session, we will be doing it. And for all the people, Shweta, I see Ashish Jha, I see you guys are saying you're professional. I'm going to go check it and then we're going to talk about it. All right. Like, drop your LinkedIn links here. And I would love to go in, give you guys a quick audit, and show you how you can boost your profile in less than 30 seconds, as we promised before you joined this session. So, Pratik, you can kick it off. In between, I'm going to see if people are, dropping in their LinkedIn links, and I'm going to keep on opening them up on my end.
Let's do it, guys. Very excited. So let's see, how can we use LinkedIn to find the right opportunities in the industry? What are something we're missing out right now that we should keep in mind while looking for jobs in the industry, in your particular industry? All right. So again, if you're someone who uses LinkedIn to find jobs, great, great platform to find jobs. But when it comes to applications, things might change. But let's first find out what are the right opportunities out there. Again, quite a lot of you guys were logging from Toronto, Mississauga, so I'm going to use that as a few examples. So I'm going to use. Can I see in the chat what is the job title you guys are aiming for, and I will find jobs opportunities for that. The most popular job opportunity that I see, I will find jobs.
Yeah, give them a minute.
Mechanical
Mechanical
designer
designer,
with some. Okay, that's one. Banking
banking,
sector, data
data.
analyst, business analyst, product manager,
Can you
cybersecurity.
zoom in, Pratik?
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Data analyst. Okay, quite a lot of data analysts. I'm going to use data analyst. And again, guys, I'm also an engineer, so don't worry. I will give you some insights. Data analyst job, and again, I just don't want to look for Canada. Again, guys, if I was you, as Chitane said, we've come already way far from home. I don't mind going a little bit more. Basically, what I'm saying is, अगर मैं Ottawa रहता हूँ, if I'm someone living in Ottawa, I am okay moving to Toronto for my job. So make sure you're open-minded to make this switch, make this shift in your career. I think this will help you get more opportunities. But for now, let's be more specific. Let's find data analyst jobs in Toronto itself. Okay. Now this is where most of the people are. All right, I am looking for a data analyst job in Toronto. Okay. But what you should keep in mind are these filters. These are very important. Some people like to go the other route where they search from Google and find already shortlisted companies. I just like to use LinkedIn's interface. I think that makes it much easier. So data analyst job in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. First of all, guys, you want to choose past week. Now keep looking at this number. It will keep going down. The reason I choose past week, and मैं अपना personal experience share करना चाहूँगा सबके साथ. I've, MPM has given me the opportunity to talk to so many recruiters, HRs, and talent acquisition experts from different industries. मेरे को एक चीज हर किसी ने common बोली. It doesn't matter they were from healthcare or business analysis or project management or engineering or banking. सबने एक चीज common बोली है. If we're putting an effort to come on LinkedIn and upload a job there, that means we're looking forward to someone who can join as fast as this, which means they're looking forward to hiring as soon as possible. Which basically means if you're someone who's been applying for jobs that has been out there for months, then that effort is just good. So unless you're in college and looking forward to co-op positions or internship, जो 6 महीने पहले खुल जाती है, but I'm guessing all of you guys are here looking forward to a full-time job or a part-time job at least. They want to hire fast. So make sure to choose past week. Second thing you want to choose here is going to be your experience level. For the sake of it, I'm going to choose entry level associate. You see how it went down from 51 to 28, and it'll keep even going down. And next, what I want to choose is, as I said, we're looking forward to a full-time position. So, full-time. So from 28 to 21. Now, this is what we want to apply for. The reason, and quite a lot of you guys might be thinking, Pratik, I mean, जो बच्चे कुछ 50 जॉब थी आपने वो भी narrow down कर दी, but 20 ही रह गई अब तो. Same thing, right? Why do you want to waste your time and their time by applying to something that at the end of the day does not match? Even though आप फाइनल राउंड ऑफ इंटरव्यू में चले गए और वो बोलते हैं कि हमें तो वही चाहिए जो ऑन साइट आ सके, लेकिन आप तो रिमोट हो. So you just wasted your time giving interview preparing for that. So make sure, be mindful of choosing the right filters, narrowing down these platforms already. And let me give you some platforms. Write this down. Make a note of this. Other than LinkedIn, here are some platforms you can use to apply for jobs. LinkedIn ho gaya. You have Indeed, you have Glassdoor, you have Monster, you have Remotive.co, you have RemoteRoles.ca, and so many more. But I just gave you 5. More than enough for you to go out there and find the right roles for yourself. Okay? But let's keep on going here. Now that you have, all these opportunities, you want to make sure you edit your resume properly. Again, how to do that? Check out our LinkedIn videos. I have given a good, Chetan has given an amazing breakdown on how to edit your resume in less than 30 seconds according to the job description. So make sure to edit your resume. But this is very important because now you found out your top 20. Your top 20 job opportunities in Greater Toronto. But now that we found the opportunities, I'm guessing you will edit your resume as well. What I want to talk about is how now you go in and ask for referral links. Can I see some fire signs? Can you put some fire signs in the chat if you're ready to find out who do I text, what do I text to get not just insights but also referral links of the company? Let me see some fire signs in the chat, guys. All right, there you go, Danish. Let's do it, guys. Let's find what message should I send to these people in the company. All right. Quite a lot of fire signs. Thank you. Let's find out, okay, client-facing data analyst role in Alchemist. Again, based in Toronto. Aryan, that's a lot of fire, man. I love that. But once we go in, what you want to do, guys, you want to make sure that you go into the company's page, LinkedIn page, you click on people. Once you click on people, you want to choose the job title you're looking for, which is data analyst. And next thing what you want to choose is what city you're working in. Again, this is a big company based out of multiple different, areas. So I'm just going to choose Ontario for now, just for the sake of it. So what I have right in front of me are people who are working in this company under the data analysis umbrella, living in Toronto, in Ontario. So just like that, you can find more people in working in bigger companies. This is the step-by-step procedure. You find the right opportunity. You go in, for example, BDO Canada. You go into the company's LinkedIn page. You go to people. You type in the job title you're looking forward to, data analyst. And you choose the area you're looking in. What it gives you? It gives you all the people working as data analysts at BDO Canada in Toronto. This is your gold mine. Because this is how you can relate to them. They're living in the same area. They have what you want, which is the job title. If I was you and you were someone in college, जब मैं college में था, मैं क्या करता था? Instead of choosing the location, मैं क्या करता था, मैं राइट में जाता था और मैं यूनिवर्सिटी चूज करता। For example, for example, take an example, okay? For example, I was studying at University of Toronto. Guess what happens? All the data analysts working at BDO Canada who graduated from University of Toronto, जहाँ मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ अभी, hypothetically, are right in front of me. Guys, I cannot emphasize this enough. Alumni of your college are very, very helpful. I've gotten multiple referral links. I've gotten multiple chats like FaceTime कि भाई मेरे को सिखाओ, मेरे को इंडस्ट्री का कुछ नहीं पता, कोविड चल रहा है बाहर, मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा मैं कैसे जॉब अप्लाई करूं, मेरे को सिखाओ. I'm glad you have MPM. We did not have MPM back then. But again, the more the merrier. Reach out to these people because not just insights, you can also get referral links. So now that you're able to narrow down these people working as under the data umbrella, data analysis, what I want you to do is send them a message. Choose anyone and send them a message. For example, Sia, what you should be doing is don't click on message, click on more and connect, and make sure to add a note. Guys, it's almost stupid if you're sending out a connection without adding a note. By adding a note, you're creating that expectation कि भाई मैं आपके साथ connect कर रहा हूँ for this. I want to pick on your brains. I want to serve your team. All I'm looking forward to is that one opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Can you help me? So, what I want you to do is have this
Give them
as
the
a
sauce.
message.
Give them the sauce,
Give them
man.
the secret sauce. So
Yeah.
this is a
Connecting
message that
to
I'm going to
industry
talk
experts.
about.
The what do you call MPM's four methodology, yeah?
Four message methodology. MPM's four message methodology. This is the first message of MPM's four message methodology. Now, for
And
you, for those,
and sorry, Pratik,
yeah,
before we dive in, there is a good question. Do I need
yeah,
LinkedIn Premium to send messages?
no, no. But if you're someone who can get LinkedIn Premium, which I think everyone should get it, it's beneficial. You'll be able to send more messages. Now that doesn't mean कि आप पहला message नहीं भेज पाओगे अगर आपके पास LinkedIn Premium नहीं होगा. You can send that first message without a LinkedIn Premium, but yes, you can send more messages and in mails to people out there on LinkedIn. Plus, it also gives you a benefit of doing courses and certifications, which I will get to right after this. Very exciting. So
Perfect.
again, if I was you, I would invest in my career. I would take this $40-50 जितने का भी आता and invest in my career. Take LinkedIn Premium if you can. But with this four method methodologies, guys, this is something that Chaitanya has used himself. I've used myself, and hundreds of students and mentees who've been part of MPM have used it and gotten referral links and interviews out of this. It's a very simple message that you want to send out, but most importantly, send out every single day to at least 20 to 25 people. We spend 30, 40, 50 minutes every day on our Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, not LinkedIn, Twitter, and all these different social media apps. Just take out 30 minutes for LinkedIn and it's going to change your life. I'm not even kidding. It's going to change your professional life. So, this is the message I want you to send. Hello, Messiah. I see that you are working in the business development team for BDO. Oh man, I can't type. I aspire to serve your team as a data analyst. It would be great. It would be great if we can connect before I go ahead and go ahead and apply at your prestigious company. Regards, Pratik. Write your name, don't write my name, and your phone number. Now, quite a lot of you guys may be thinking, Pratik, why do I write my phone number, man? Guys, this is what happens. When you are reaching out to people, and if someone's really impressed by your message, why do you want to wait and give them just that one option of texting you back when you can also give them an opportunity to pick up their phone and call you? I'm not saying everyone's going to call you, but maybe one out of those 50 people might pick up the phone and be like, hey, what's up, Pratik? I see that you reached out to me on LinkedIn. I was wondering if you are really willing to serve my team as a data analyst. And there you go. मैं वो feelings and my passion to join Video Canada explain कर ही नहीं सकता on text as good as I can on a phone. So if anytime you get an opportunity to throw your phone number out there for a job hunt, throw it out. So यार 100 लोगों में से कोई एक भी अगर impress हो गया, एक ही तो job चाहिए. So make sure to make this one message and boom, send.
And guys, if you want this LinkedIn message template, drop a fire sign in the chat. Or some thumbs up. Like keep the chat rolling, guys. That's how we're gonna see that you guys are engaging with us. And then I will drop it for you.
Absolutely. And now, once you get the template, all you have to do is copy, paste, and change it. Click on profile, go to more, click on connect, add a note, Control V, change the name. Because guess what? We found people who are working in business development or data analysis. If someone working as a software engineer, senior software engineer, then we'll change this. Simple. Simple. And you might be thinking, Pratik, why would you reach out to a software engineer for a data analyst position, man? These are alumni of your company, of your college. If they have to connect you to the right person in the company, they will do that for you. So it doesn't hurt to shoot your shot. Even if Sam here that you see on the screen might be a software engineer, कोई बात नहीं है. Reach out to him. He might give you the name of the person looking for a candidate. And there we go. So you put in the effort once, and again, you don't even have to do that. We will already give you this template. I'll just copy paste in our chat. You can save it for yourself.
Yeah, Pratik, if you can drop it. I like Raj Lakkad, man. This guy just put in like 6 fire chats.
I love that.
I love that thing. I like it. If you can just drop it, Pratik, that would be really helpful for everybody.
Sounds good.
And guys, it's a YouTube chat. It's gonna mess up with the formatting. Don't worry about it. Just like copy it, and then tweak it according to what works for you. All right.
Exactly. So just like that, guys, you find the right opportunities, and not just opportunities. You don't wait there. You edit your resume using the strategies we've talked about on our YouTube videos. Find that out. And once you've edited your resume, You reach out to people within these companies and send them this message that I'm going to paste in 3, 2, 1. So take a screenshot of this. Again, make yourself a template, guys. Again, you already know YouTube messes up, YouTube comments mess up the format. But again, you've already seen how to write that. Always, always send a note while sending a connection. So I hope that made sense. Can
Awesome,
I see
Pratik.
some thumbs up? Can I see some thumbs up if you're like, all right, Pratik, I was doing this completely wrong, but it makes sense now. I know what to do, not just apply for jobs, but also something extra that can help me find and get referral links. The four message methodology, guys, that we talked about during the job and webinar. Again, the job and webinar, for those who don't know, I know Vinayak, you were asking. The job and webinar is happening on the 28th at 7 p.m. AST, which is in the next 3 days. So if you're someone who's looking forward to landing a job in the next 30 to 45 days, again, I would recommend checking it out. I will paste the link again. And again, if you're someone who's like, hey, Pratik, I'm serious, I want to get a job, all I need is the right strategies. I have the skills, but I'm still not getting interviews. I would recommend checking it out. And if time allows, and if we still have spots available because we only take 50 students, yeah, join us.
Awesome, Pratik. That was fired up, man. So you gave us how to reach out to people, how to find the right people, and how to send them a LinkedIn connection request. I mean, this is just absolutely fire. And some people were asking, Pratik, and I think I would love to have your ideas on it. Some people are saying that, oh, I think I've reached my free limit, and now LinkedIn
Hmm.
is giving me an error. What should I do? Should I wait? It's gonna, come up next month, or should I just buy the LinkedIn Premium? What would you recommend?
First of all, kudos to you. Whoever's getting this message, that means you're putting in the efforts. First of all, great job. I used to get that every single day. That you've hit your limit, cannot connect more than 35 people a single day. Awesome. Again, if you're someone who wants to go crazy, take LinkedIn Premium. Again, as I said, guys, I highly recommend. Also, don't just go buy, check if your university that you graduated from, your college you graduated from, provides a free LinkedIn Premium. Reach out to them. Reach out to your library, reach out to your registrar, and ask them if they offer free LinkedIn Premium because quite a lot of colleges do. If not, and you have a library card, for example, you have a Ontario library card, I think you get LinkedIn Premium for much cheaper than just buying it online. And if you're someone who's never used LinkedIn Premium, first time, you get first 30 days free. And again, as I said, if you're someone who's serious enough to land a job in the next 30 to 45 days, 30 days is all you. I hope that helps.
That was definitely fired up, Pratik. I think certainly, if I would be honest, I have never bought LinkedIn Premium. I'll be very honest with you guys. I won't say, oh, definitely go for it. But again, it comes down to how quickly or how soon you want to land that job. If you're eager, if you want to connect with people, then take it. Like it is for 30 days, it's free. I'm pretty sure the speed that you are on, Thomas, I'm sure you're going to connect with so many people in 30 days that you don't even need to pay for it after the 30 days are over. So definitely, go all in with that. And Pratik, I know like a lot of people, they're asking you, oh, you have a lot of extensions on your
Uh,
Google Chrome. So why don't you like, give us a little gist? What are you using, man? Like what is helping you or has helped you? Like what's your secret sauce of the all those extensions? Like,
बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा secret share हो जाएगा भाई बहुत ज़्यादा. All right, I'll give you a quick tour, guys. I'll give you a quick tour. I won't jump a lot into it, but I'll give you a quick tour. And yeah, it's a lot. I know. So again, quite a lot of things I use. These are all for job hunt. All of these extensions that you see on my screen are all for job hunt. Job analytics is to edit your resume in less than 30 seconds. Can you see this? Oh, you guys don't see the extension coming down, but that's fine. But yeah, so this one that I'm hovering over, this is job analytics. It helps you edit your resume in less than 30 seconds. It finds you keywords that you're missing in your job description. Easy Tracker helps you track your job and better. And this is what you see. I'll give you a quick example. Again, if you're someone who's aggressively applying for jobs, there are two ways you can save jobs. मैं क्या करता था, मैं सुबह सुबह ना अपने कैलेंडर में मेरा टाइम होता, मैं सुबह सुबह मेरे को पता था मेरे को अपनी 20 कंपनीज की लिस्ट बनानी है जो मेरे को बाय द एंड ऑफ द डे मेरे को अप्लाई करनी थी. So I wanted to make sure that the list I've made for 20 companies during the day, I have to get it done by the end of the day. So what I used to do early in the morning, either save my jobs on LinkedIn here using my jobs, which means all you had to do was, for example, we were looking at data analysts, right? And for example, this is the one. So either you can click on this, which is just save, but I don't like this the best. The day I found Easy Tracker, because guess what you can do? You can click on this extension. Oh man, this extension. So you can click on this extension. Again, sign in. It'll ask you save the job board, and guess what happens? It automatically picks up all the information of this particular company from LinkedIn, and all I have to do is just sign in to save the job. And once I sign in, for example, I sign in and do everything right. For
It's fine. I
example,
think Pratik, people get a gist of it. Ah, here you
yeah, yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. There you go. So what it does is, as you can see, it adds a wish list. And yahan se, if you've applied for a company, you can drag it here. If you're interviewing with a company, you can drag it here. You got the offer, great. You got rejected, great. Basically, helps you track better. And again, out of sight, out of mind. If you're not tracking your jobs, then you're not really.
You got it, bro. And I think Pratik, you just shared so many free tools, man. This is absolutely killer. Like I feel like you gotta be like people say, oh, I applied for hundreds of jobs every single day, but I feel like you don't have to work hard. You need to work smart like this, right? And the best part is all these tools are free, guys. Like
Mhm.
every single thing they're free. Just need to be aware of. And also, I also wanted to quickly share a LinkedIn extension which is also free, and it is gonna also help you optimize your LinkedIn, and it will also score it for you. Who wants it? Drop it in the chat. A like. Who wants the extension for a LinkedIn which can help you score it for you for absolutely free? Let me know in the chats, and I will quickly share it with you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Awesome. Amazing. I love the crowd. Amazing. Awesome.
It's
All
our
right.
immigrant fam, bro. It's the MPM fam. Has to be lit, has to be energetic.
It has to be energetic. Awesome. So this is another tool. It's called careerflow.ai. It will optimize your LinkedIn profile to get more job offers. Simple. Like I love the headline that they have. You just need to download it, and it is gonna come in your extension. And the moment you're gonna go on your LinkedIn profile, it's gonna give you personalized checklist how you can basically improve it. Definitely a great website to check it out. I will also drop the link of this in the chat for you guys, so you can check it out. I think it's going to be really helpful for you to optimize your LinkedIn profile.
Ooh,
All right,
someone asked a
so
really good
how
question.
many how many tools have we given in last 50 minutes? We gave you job analytics to scan your resume. We gave you career flow to scan optimize your LinkedIn profile. Easy tracker to track your job applications. What else, Pratik? There was
Four message methodologies
more
to
message
find.
methodology, to optimize your LinkedIn connection and reach out and get more referrals for the jobs that you're applying for, right? Awesome. Perfect. So up next would be, have you talked about the bridging your career gap, Pratik?
Nope, nope. That's what I'm going to talk about. So I know quite a lot of you guys have been reaching out, and this is a great question I want to put up. Ritu asked, I moved to Canada recently and hold 6 years of experience. Do we need to have Canadian experience to get an offer here? The answer is no. No. And in fact, in Ontario, I believe now it's almost illegal to ask this question. The government has forced recruiters not to ask this question that do you have Canadian experience? Which means now they will be looking forward to your experience you've gained from like all over the country. First of all, Ritu, the thing is, knowledge is knowledge, experience is experience. Doesn't matter where you got it from. What makes a difference is how you're portraying it and how you're edifying it to the recruiter. Whoever's listening to you, how you talk about it is the one thing that matters. What I mean is, if you are someone who did great things back home, could be, you know, for example, India. If you're someone coming from India who did, 6 years of, hard work in whatever industry, and you can talk about things in a such clear manner, which means, and you can, showcase that I can bring the same impact to the table that I did back in India. That's all they're looking for. From an entry level associate job, they do not expect you to know everything. They expect you to know the basics so that you can learn how this company works fast and start serving them in the best possible manner. Because if for an entry level position they want you to know everything, then is that really an entry level? So yeah, but great question. I think that also helps quite a lot the people who were logging from India as well. But again, just for you, Ritu, and for all those who feel like here, I've been in, in Canada, but I graduated with a great degree, Pratik. But Chitana, यार मेरे पास ना वो experience नहीं है industry. I was not able to get into the job that I wanted to after graduation. I'm working maybe in a warehouse or a security job, or in a hospitality as a server, or at Tim Hortons as a baker. What do I do now? How do I get into my industry? As I said before, volunteering in your industry is also a great start. How? Using platforms like govolunteer.ca. That was another platform, Chitana. Keep account.
Volunteer. Yes,
govolunteer.ca,
volunteer.ca. Class Central. We missed that too.
classcenter.com. But govolunteers.ca, and I'll quickly share my screen. And this is how can you bridge your gap to get into the industry that you've been waiting to get. So let's talk about that. So I'll give you, first of all, we were on LinkedIn, right? For example, even data analyst position. If you are someone who wants to get and become a data analyst, all you have to do is, instead of jobs here, this you see, click down and click on courses. Now, this is why I was emphasizing a lot on taking LinkedIn Premium. If you're someone who has LinkedIn Premium, you can take as many certifications as you want. No one's going to stop you on LinkedIn. As many. You can take literally all of these. Just for one subscription that you get. This will not cost you individually. So that's why I love LinkedIn. Anytime I'm like, hey, I want to switch into a new industry. Like, for example, I'm working as a mechanical engineer, but now I want to work as a manufacturing engineer. I want to make sure I fill up my resume by things that I do not have experience for, but I have passion for. And how do I show my passion? By doing things, by showing the practical work. Could be through certification, could be through a home project, could be through a volunteering opportunity. So for volunteering, govolunteer.ca. And for certifications, here you go. All you have to do is just come to this website, volunteer connector. You click on this, and there you go. Boom. You're like, all right, what's the industry I want to look forward to? For example, if you're looking for, data analysis itself, I'm like, all right, is there something that leads to data or finance or marketing or administration? I can choose all of these. IT system and support, for example, program support. Or I want to be in the HR department quite a lot, or data analysis. There we go, research. For example, we're only focusing on data analysis. There you go. Boom. Volunteer, volunteer, volunteer. So now that we know that these platforms are offering, and again, there are so many other volunteering opportunities and platforms out there. I'm just talking about one today. But find out who's offering, and as you can see, so many. Reach out to these companies. How? Don't ask me this. This is a trick question. You already know how to go to LinkedIn, go to people, type in the job title, and connect with it. But this is one. Second, I told you, go to LinkedIn, choose courses. That's two. Number three, another platform, classcenter.com. If you're someone who who does not have enough certifications or knowledge about the industry you want to get into, there we go. Data analyst. There's an amazing course here uh, about data analysts from like different companies. And I'm like, hey, I think I forgot to tell you guys this platform also gives you free certificate. So there we go. Data analysis with Python, data analysis, visualization, data cleaning, scientific data processing by Google with a free certificate in just 6 hours. That's a steal deal. So there we go, guys. If you're someone who's been struggling to get into the industry that you've been waiting to get, जिसके लिए आप Canada आए थे, I just gave you freaking 10 different ways to get enough on your resume, enough on your LinkedIn to showcase that I'm passionate to get into the industry. All I'm looking for is that one opportunity which your company can provide. And that's how I would sell myself, even if I don't have experience. There we go. And again, I know quite a lot of you guys, thank you so much. Quite a lot of you guys are like, this is awesome, this is great. But I still know that some of you are still struggling, that Pratik, can you also help me with my resume? I'm glad you showed me the ways, but for the next 30 days, I'm ready to go out, go all in, and get myself a job. You tell me what to do and I'll do it all. If you're someone who has that mindset, I have something for you. This February 28th at 7 p.m. EST, MPM is bringing a 4-hour job and webinar. In this 1 hour, we talked about so many things. Think about what we're going to talk about in 4 hours. Let me still tell it to you guys. In those 4 hours, I'm going to break down what does a recruiter, an HR, or a talent acquisition expert actually looks in your resume for. Which means I'm going to be breaking down the resume part by part so that you're sure on what to do on your resume so that the recruiter or whoever's reading it gets impressed. Networking strategies, not just sending this one message, but how can you do much more and many more things and utilize Friday, Saturday, Sunday to apply for jobs. Chaitanya is going to talk about public sector. Last 6 years, he's had 5+ public sector jobs. Out of all those 5, and I know quite a lot of you guys are like, send it to me, I want to join. Chaitanya has got into Service Canada in less than 7 years. And as he said, that was through referral. But how did he do it? He's going to talk about it. And last but not the least, if you follow the strategy we talked about, edit your resume, because we're going to make your resume, just by the way. If you're someone who's willing to enroll and is committed to get a job in the next 30 days and looks forward to enrolling, we're going to be making a resume. We're going to be suggesting you changes on your LinkedIn as well. Other than that, we're going to be giving out all the cover letters templates, old email templates, the LinkedIn message templates, and the interview prep. The reason is because we know if you follow all the strategy we're going to talk about in the job and webinar, we know you're going to get interviews. We've seen all our students get interviews. But I want to make sure you ace those interviews, you clear those interviews. So, at the end of the job and webinar, I'm going to be talking for 1 hour on how you can prepare for any and every interview that comes over and ace it. So again, as I said, if you're someone who considers yourself serious enough to land a job in the next 30 to 45 days, if that's the goal you've had for 2024, कि भाई मार्च से पहले जॉब चाहिए मेरे को, अप्रैल से पहले जॉब चाहिए मेरे को, या जून से पहले जॉब चाहिए, I need to have a full-time job by September, or whatever your goal was, here's the link for you. Again, we only take 50 students, and I think there's only 12 spots left. But again, first come, first serve. If you're someone, as I said, who considers yourself like serious enough, go for it. I know, Thomas, you've been mentioning, and I know there are more people who've been mentioning that I need a job as soon as possible. So there we go.
Absolutely. And quickly giving you, and it's just that, and if you guys Here's the thing, guys. How do we know that you're gonna get an interview or a job in the next 30 days? Because we have evidence, and evidence brings confidence, right? Like, since a lot of people are asking for the job on webinar, like, this is the page that I'll be dropping in the link for you. You can go over it, you can check it out what it is, right? And you can go over all these feedbacks. People came in, like this person Harmandeep, he was laid off from past 6 to 8 months, came into job and webinar, learned the strategies, fixed his resume, got into government of Canada in less than 3 weeks. And this is just one, there's so many more. You can just go all in. There's so many people that have gotten benefit from this because they just needed a little guidance and a push, because you have great skills. You just need someone to give you the right direction. And that's how we are so sure that job and webinar is perfect, because it has helped hundreds and hundreds of people to land their Canadian dream that we all came here for.
Fun stuff, man. Again, so excited. So excited for the webinar.
Amazing. So I have dropped in the chat. There are, I think, last 10 spots left. The moment you're going to get in, we are experts, people who are working at Microsoft. They will be making a resume. So we are for sure going to know that the ATS, going to pick it up for you. Here's it. Somebody, Vidhi, I got a job in 35 days. Awesome. That is amazing, Vidhi. Thanks a lot for sharing that.
Oh, so she said, Vidhi said, please subscribe this one. I tried it. It will be very effective. Thank you, Vidhi. I think you're
Awesome.
one of the attendees.
Is one of
Great.
the
Good
attendees.
job.
So she got a job in 35 days, exactly as we were saying, right? That is awesome.
Congratulations.
Really appreciate you mentioning that. And that, as I said, right? Like, another thing for the next, I think these things, we have like last 10 spots left. The moment you're going to sign up, you're going to get the registration link that's going to help you get, your submit your resume in, and our experts going to build your resume in the next 5 days. You will have your resume in. If you have more questions, you can go on one-on-one call with them, understand it better. And then a 4 hour of webinar will be digging deeper into everything that you need to land that job offer in the next 30 to 45 days. Awesome. So why don't we quickly, Pratik, open the floor for Q&A sessions? What's the time for? So Vinayak is asking, what's the time on 28th? So it'll be 7 p.m. EST. The session is totally live plus recorded. So say if life happens, you're not able to join in, don't worry at all. You're gonna get a lifetime access of the recording that you can go over as many times as you want, and you can always reach us out after the webinar ends as well. We would be more than happy to help you out and guide you further.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thank
So
you,
why don't we? All right. So Raj is saying, I have submitted the form 3 days before, which you have shared earlier. You chosen candidate will get email. Yes. So that form will. So if you're in the form, Raj, and if you have been selected, you will be getting an email tomorrow morning.
Yes.
At 10 a.m. But if you want to reserve your spot quick, because tomorrow there are 350 people who are going to get the registration link.
The webinar is not on YouTube. The webinar is on Zoom. It's only invite only. So not everyone will have access to it. The only people who enroll will have access to it. So if you have enrolled, you will be getting a Zoom link very, very soon. And that's how you can join.
Amazing. All right. So why don't we quickly open the floor for Q&As?
Yeah. Let's do it. Also,
all
guys.
Right. I have a very cool question, Pratik. So Kuldeep Jadeja is saying, I heard you guys are giving money back guarantee. Is it true?
Absolutely. You have a 14-day money back guarantee. If you're someone who feels unsatisfied with our services, you have 14 days until you can reach us out and ask for the full money back guarantee, which so far no one has ever asked. But yeah, if you want to be the first one, go ahead and enroll.
Amazing.
Try us out.
Perfect. All right. So why don't you guys go ahead and start putting your questions, guys, for the next 15-20 minutes. Let's do a good solid Q&A. I want each one of you to go out there answer. All right.
Yes.
All right. So make sure
Yep.
to put
So
in the chat.
yeah, so quite a lot of you guys were here for your LinkedIn audits, of course. So when we say Q&A, feel free to put your LinkedIn profile as well, and we'll give you a quick 30-second review where you can take notes and edit accordingly. So, and again, for those who have questions, put it in the chat. And oh, Vatsal, thank you for the reminder, man. Chaitanya, why don't you put the banner if someone has, if someone wants to give you the LinkedIn profile, they can start putting the LinkedIn profile and you can choose some. And in the meantime, I'll answer Vatsal real quick. So
Yes.
drop your LinkedIn profile links, guys, in the chat. In the meantime,
All
I'll
right.
quickly ask.
Vinayak is already in. Congratulations,
Fantastic.
Vinayak. Definitely you must have gotten a confirmation email. If you have any more question, feel free to email us back, and we are so happy to have you.
Awesome. Awesome. Vatsal had a question. I have an interview coming up. Someone whom I sold a TV referred me for the job position for a mechanical designer, and I want to know what kind of questions could be there. First of all, this is all good. You sold the TV. I'm glad you had a great conversation with that person, and whoever referred you. This is fantastic, guys. Learn from Vatsal. I think anything and everything could be a possibility. So, and also, guys, for those who are sharing LinkedIn links, I think due to a YouTube glitch, we're unable to click on it. But don't worry about it. Just ask your questions here instead of putting in LinkedIn links, because now you know what's the difference between a poor and professional resume. So, ask your question, and we'll be here for another 14, 15 minutes. But what's up? Just to answer your question, brother, what kind of questions could be there? If I was you, first of all, I would prepare for the job description and the job responsibility. Now, what I mean by that, whatever job you applied to, I'm pretty sure it had the job description and it had the job requirements. One of the questions that can be asked to you, and if it doesn't even get asked, that's fine. You should have a very good knowledge of it. Is what are you gathering? What do you understand about this job? You want to make sure you prepare to answer that question. Hey, I have a great understanding that I will be working on CAD designs using SolidWorks, Creo, CATIA, using my prototyping skills, 3D printing, CNC machining, and much more. And of course, working hand in hand with manufacturing, something like that. So be ready to talk about your understanding of how you will be serving and what are they expecting from. That's number one. Second thing, you want to make sure you have a good understanding of the impact you brought to the previous companies. Which is basically what I'm saying is tell me about yourself. To have a better understanding on what I'm saying is go to our Instagram and check out the recent video I shared about the elevator pitch. I think it might be the second or the third video we recently posted. Check out how to prepare for an elevator pitch because that's nothing but tell me about yourself. And when it comes to technical questions, be ready with questions according to the industry. I don't know what job and the job description is, but based on that, based on where they're coming from and who they are, what they manufacture, um, and also in the chat, if you can tell me what do they do, that would also be helpful. That will give me ideas on what are they going to be asking. But again, I think you'll do a great job with technical stuff. I have no doubts, fellow mechanical engineer. High five. But what I'm a little skeptical about, and I want you to be ready with what's in, and for all those preparing for interviews, be ready to set the tone and go have a great conversation. Guys, there's no such thing as a perfect interview. But the closest thing to a perfect interview is the one where you can come out of the interview and say, I had a great conversation. Because a great interview is the one which is a conversation between two parties, two businesses, coming to a middle ground where it's a win-win situation. They got a fantastic employee like Watson, and Watson, you got an amazing company like this. So when you go in, have a great conversation, set the tone, go in with enthusiasm, passion to get started, and knowledge. And that's all.
Awesome,
Hope that
Pratik.
helped, man.
Absolutely. I think that was fired up. I think Amrit has a question. He's been trying to reach us out from a while. So he has three different field experience: creative coordinator, one in data analyst, administrative assistant. Is it fine to mention all of them on LinkedIn?
Absolutely. Why not? If you've done anything, talk about it. See, that's the beauty of LinkedIn, right? Your your resume has to be restricted, okay? If you're someone less than 5 years of experience, your resume has to be one page. But no one gives a fuck about your LinkedIn. Put all your professional progress. Any professional progress, you put that thing on LinkedIn. Any. So, yes, any professional progress, slap it on your LinkedIn.
Awesome. Amazing, Pratik. I hope, Amrit, I was able to answer your question. Next up is Sahaba. Which certifications can be done for a French translator role?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. Which certification can be done for a French translator role?
For
You
French
put
translator role, I can answer that question. One of our teammate, actually, he helps us with French classes. We will be continuing that very soon. He's been amazing guy, helping us with French, and definitely we have to start French very soon. um, so what I have learned from him, Sahaba, I'm not a French instructor, but what I have learned from him, if you are B1 or B2 level in French, it is considered as intermediate level and you can become a French translator. So to simply answer, I think you should target B1, B2. If you have not done already, you can search that up online and you'll be able to learn more about it. Perfect. Okay, so next question. All right, next question is, I got a job in my accounting field, 7-year experience in India at 16-hour with 3 months probation and 18-hour Tim Hortons. What will you suggest?
if your goal is to keep making copies, Tim Hortons. But if your goal is to get into accounting, then I would say the $16 an hour, 3 months.
Straightforward.
Yeah, simple.
Sahaba said, yes, I have B2. Yes, definitely. All right. So I have, so B2 level will be more than enough for becoming a translator. Thanks a lot, Mridul, for mentioning that. Amazing. So, Sahaba,
Awesome.
that goes your answer.
Great.
Um,
Someone asked, after sending the initial message to the person we want the referral from, what should we ask in the next conversation? Again, once the person is ready to help you out, what I like to do is I like to dig deeper. I like to ask them about, hey, if you can quickly skim through my resume and give me some feedbacks, that would be great. And if they're very helpful and they give me feedbacks on my resume, then that's the time where you ask them to get on a football. And basically, you can also ask, hey, do you think if I make the changes as per your feedbacks, would that make me a qualified candidate for your company? Which in most of the times they're gonna be like, yeah, because they're the ones who gave you the feedback and they work in that company. So they're gonna be like, absolutely, Pratik, I don't see any problems, or absolutely, Abhishek, I don't see any problem why you wouldn't be a good candidate if you follow what I said. Like, awesome. And then after 3 days, you make those changes, you get a certificate from classcenter.com or LinkedIn, and you're like, hey, I was able to learn about this skill. All I'm looking for is that one opportunity that I know your company can provide. Would you be kind enough to give me a referral link so that I can apply for your company? And that's how you ask for a referral.
awesome. Next up, and I think this is something I think this would be a really good one. I'm in my semester in supply chain management. Is it okay to apply for job now or should I wait? Pratik?
Man, start as soon as possible. You're in. I'm guessing you're in your last few semester, and yeah, the best time to apply for jobs is when you don't need it. Right now, you're working. I mean, you're a student. You start right now. You make mistakes. You fuck around. You find out, so that at least you're still in college and working towards a degree. By the time you graduate, you know what not to do while looking for a job. And if I was you, Parag, I would consider joining a job and webinar. Be ready
Absolutely.
to apply for jobs as soon as possible so that you know what to do last semester. Yeah. So that you know what to do when you graduate. And guess what? We've had so many students who've landed jobs before they graduated. And the happiness on their face was next level. And you can find the feedback videos on our page as well. Um, yeah, it's so crazy. Getting a job 12 days before graduation, 9 months before graduation. It's insane. It's like an immigrant dream. So apply as
Absolutely.
soon as
And
possible.
just
As
to add on to that, Prague, it's never too early to apply for a job.
Absolutely.
All right. Because here's the thing, Prague, the day you're going to be graduated, the clock is ticking. We are on work permits. The pressure is going to be a lot more. So start as soon as possible, man, because it's going to be easier for you in the long run. And right now, you won't be too emotionally attached to your process. So make sure you start as soon as possible. All
Yeah,
right,
Amrit,
Jose, is there one-on-one mentoring support? Pratik, do we have
that is
one-on-one?
no, yes and no. So what I mean by that is, Jose, we have an additional service where we help immigrants until they land a job with daily chat support, where we have six mentors from six different industries helping. But that's an exclusive offer only to those who are part of Job and Webinar. So once you attend the Job and Webinar, you've enrolled and you've taken the 4 hour, that's when you're eligible to join that community. It's known as MPM.
All right, so Pahul Preet, could I be able to get a job in 30 days? Why not? That's my question to you, Pahul Preet. Why not? If you know you have a solid resume, if you know your LinkedIn profile is optimized, if you know you have all the step-by-step process to go ahead and start applying for jobs, just how hundreds of others have done. They were working in securities, Tim Hortons, warehouse jobs. They did the same, went into RBC Bank, Canada Post. And if they can do it, why can't you? Right? You have great skills, I'm pretty sure. And you, of course, you have already, taken the initiative of coming abroad so far away from the family. That shows that you take initiatives, you take risk, you have great skills. That's why you're here, right? So you can definitely get in. Comes down to two things. First, making sure your resume is showcasing your skills effectively, and second, consistently using the right strategies. Don't focus on applying 100 jobs. That's the worst strategy to go about. In fact, that's the best strategy if you want to start hating Canada and then leave, just like how people are leaving right now. But it comes down to consistently following the right strategies towards the right direction. And that's exactly how Job and Webinar has helped so many other people. I hope that helps. Uh, awesome. Prague is in, and I'll be get confirmation tomorrow. Awesome, Prague. Welcome aboard. And we can't wait to see you on Wednesday, man. It's going to be an exciting 4 hour webinar. And that's all you need to land a job. Let me tell you, that's all you need without making it more complicated.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubts about it. And Purvak said, "Can I please get the Job and Webinar registration?" Absolutely, there you go. Amrit, I know you've been asking this question a lot. I have a question on LinkedIn. there are scams occur for jobs because I got one of the offers from the accountant, but there is no profile picture or background picture. Again, guys, this is not something I can say about before I actually look at the profile. But again, be mindful about it. Be smart about it. You already know what kind of scams are happening right now in North America. Just be mindful. Look at the company they're coming from. Do your thorough check, and then only give your person. Can we apply to just? Can we apply with just study permit? I still have 6 months of my course. I can't apply now. So how are students getting placed before graduation? Can you please clarify?
You can. Aditya, here's the thing. People are getting hired for September 2024 co-op internship rotational programs right now. You won't believe Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, they closed their hiring. They have already closed their hiring for winter 2025. So it is certainly possible, because here's the thing, when you're gonna give an interview, they know you're still a student, because the role that you're applying, it's a recent graduate position, or is a junior analyst position, or is a entry level position. So you have to, because that's what happened with one of our students, right? She is still yet to graduate 7 months ahead, and she got an offer letter of $80,000 with a start date of September, when she will be done with her studies. So till the time you can showcase your skills and how you can add enough value to the team and that you're a great candidate, that's all they need.
Absolutely. Navjeet is asking, I had got an email saying they have reviewed my LinkedIn profile and asked me for interview. Can it be correct? Like the company, can they be? I think it's the same question. A scam. Again, do your thorough check. Can't give any comments on this. Do your thorough check. See what company they come from, who they are, what they do, and if you feel like it's legit, doesn't hurt to get on a quick call and see. Do you?
Get
Yeah.
entry level
Entry.
jobs if you don't have Canadian experience. Absolutely, Ruchi. See, we come here as an immigrant. I went into Service Canada by just having like what, a restaurant experience. I came here when I was 18 years old. You know, like even let's not even talk about Service Canada. Let's talk about the on-campus job. That was my first position. All right, how did I get it? Through purely networking, volunteer work, and actively helping them organize events. I didn't even apply for that job, and I got the on-campus international mentor position. I was what, 19 years old. And in India there is nobody is working part-time jobs. Like there is like when we come here, like and we are competing with people who have already started working when they're 15 years old, because that's how the culture is here. In India, culture is different, and we
Yeah.
do not know this, right? And how can we cover this up? By doing volunteer work, certification, networking, attending career fairs, making sure to do this, keeping your volume high, expectations low. And that's the
Ooh,
way to
that's
go.
deep. That's deep.
That's the way to go.
High job quality applications, volume of quality applications high, and expectations low. That's a golden
Amazing. All
nugget.
right. So anything, Pratik, you want to mention? Any question, anything on the chat?
This was fun, guys. I mean, I'm so happy that you guys were MPM's first ever audience because this was our first live of 2024. And guess what? So many more coming every single month for you guys. And I know some of you guys have still have questions, but this brings us to the last 45 seconds of our session where we just want to say thank you so much for joining in. Again, if you're someone who's serious enough to land a job in the next 30 days, you can find links in the chat to join our job and webinar. Again, if there is any spots left, oh, last two spots left. So again, first come, first serve, guys. It'll be happening on February 28th at 7 p.m. EST, a 4-hour webinar where we will tell you all it takes to land a job in the next 30 days till the time you are ready to be consistent.
Absolutely. And if you guys can, drop in the comments, how did you like the session and what was the best part about the session in the chat? I would love to hear it. Please, if you can, that would mean the world to us. Is there any
Yeah,
email
how
that we
was the
can
session?
contact you? Yes, how was the session, guys? This was our first ever live session, by the way. So we
Yeah.
were stressed. We didn't let that come on our face, but we were stressed.
All right, some of Vinayaka's tools were the best insights.
Awesome. Mridul is
Awesome,
saying
Riddle said.
awesome.
Great. Thank you, Riddle.
Amazing.
Fantastic, guys. I'm glad you guys liked the session. Again, as I said, we're always available. You can always reach us out at info@mypersonalmentor.com. My Personal Mentor is a platform for you guys. It's an online platform to help immigrants succeed in North, just like you. So, anytime you're in a situation where you feel like MPM can support you, we can. So, feel free to reach out. Awesome, guys. For those who enrolled, great. For those who do not, have a great rest of your weekend. And for those who enrolled, I'll see you guys on the February 28th at 7 p.m. EST.
Absolutely. Take care. Have a great rest of your evening, guys, and enjoy. This was our first ever live LinkedIn networking hack. And of course, if you want to come join us, definitely check out our upcoming webinars happening next month. Of course, there'll be more happening stuff, and keep us supporting. We love your support that you've been showing us over the past couple of months and years, and definitely, it means world to us, giving us an opportunity to help you guys. So thanks a lot for supporting us today. And if you can hit that subscribe button, that would means the world to
Absolutely.
us. And of course, we'll be trying to share more and more details on our YouTube as well. So it will help you be more, give you an update whenever we are having these kind of sessions. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the Job Hunt webinar. Else, you'll see me on social media.
Awesome.
आज खुश बात होगी